Good morning, grade 9s. If we want to prove triangles congruent, we have to remember about the table that shows the 4 conditions that we also looked at last year. The 4 possible things you could prove would be to prove that there are 3 sides equal in length, corresponding in the 2 triangles, or that there's a specific side, corresponding side equal, and 2 angles. Okay. Then also side, included angle side. Remember, that's very important, that it's between the 2 equal sides equal. That you have the angle that's proven as equal. Okay. Not there, if those are the 2 sides, but between the 2 sides. Okay. And then the last thing is a right angle hypotenuse side. Remember, we use these abbreviations. Okay, so side meaning any of the 2 other sides other than the hypotenuse. And that is, for example, this side, corresponding side equal. The hypotenuse, remember, is always opposite the right angle. And then, of course, the right angles will be equal if both of them are right angled triangles. But just be careful to not get confused with side angle side and right angle hypotenuse side. It's important to identify where the given sides are that have been provided as equal. So, how you prove triangles to be congruent. And remember, this is the symbol for congruency. And they're saying prove that triangle PQR is congruent to triangle TSR. So we're going to look for things first. First thing I notice is that they've given me a pair of equal sides. So that would be this here, this side, and that side. QR is the same length as RS. Okay, we're always going to have at least one side given or so. And then the other given thing is the right angles. So right angle. Okay, and you notice anything else that we could use, because nothing else is given necessarily right out, but there's something that we can discover over here. And that is that I have vertically opposite angles because there are 2 straight lines which intersect. So this angle will be equal to this angle over here. So what do we have? Just quickly, we have a right angle, then we have a side and another angle. Okay, but is it necessarily going to be right angle hypotenuse side? You should ask yourself, have we proven the hypotenuse as equal in length or been given? And no, we do not have, by the way. That's not given necessarily, it's not given as equal. PR is not given as equal to RT, and there's no way to prove it right up. So let's start in writing this. As always, we start with saying in triangle, what is this? PQR and triangle TSR. Correct order, because PQR, and we know QR is equal and SR is equal, so TSR should be the correct order as well. And now we can state what we have discovered just now. Firstly, we can say the side QR, because it's from your first triangle PQR and written in your statement. So QR is the same length as SR. Why? Because they are given on the diagram as equal. That's all you write. Then angle Q is equal to angle S, and we can say that they're 90 degrees. Okay, because once again they're given to us. Okay, and then lastly we can say R1 let's see, R1 is from PQR. Yes, that's what we write first. R1 is equal in size to R2. Okay, because now they're not given this time because they're vertically opposite angles. Now let's write for ourselves, what have we proven here? So we know that what was this? PQR, triangle PQR, corresponding order, is congruent to triangle TSR. Now let's see here. We know that there's a side, an angle, although it's a right angle, I'm going to write the R here, and another angle. Okay, so what is our reason therefore? We don't have two sides, and therefore it can't be RHS. Okay, so therefore in this case we have, as seen here, side, angle, angle as the reason for what we proved for it to be congruent. Okay, and that's all there is to this. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. And once again, just please refer to the document I sent with the planner as to which specific questions you must do from these activities. So here's worksheet exercise G. You can pause and have a look at it. My recommendation is that you copy these into your book, and then you can do drawings on it and do certain markings onto it so that you can clearly see certain information on it. And then here is 4, 5, and the last 2, 7, and 8. Just note that RTP in the last 2 or 3 questions means required to prove. So RTP means required to prove. Okay, so in this, for example, the last one, you are required to prove in the end that angle E1 is equal to angle D, and for example, yeah, O1 is equal to angle O2. And usually the case would be that you need to first prove two certain triangles congruent before you can prove those two angles are equal. So you just need to locate the triangles in which the angles are located and try and prove those as congruent. Just a hint to you guys.